Hey everyone, and welcome to This Explainer. I am so thrilled you're here today because we are going to look at a concept that completely flips the script on how most people approach artificial intelligence. We often think the secret to AI success is searching endlessly to find that one perfect, all knowing tool that does everything. But as we'll see today, the real secret is actually entirely different. It's really about assembling an elite crew of specialists. Let's get started. So here's a question to kick us off. Are you actually using the wrong AI? Think about your daily workflows for a second. Does your frustration with AI often stem from trying to force a single general-purpose tool to do every highly specialized job? Think about it. You wouldn't hire a master chef and then ask him to go fix your plumbing, right? So why are we doing this with our digital tools? But here's kind of the wild twist. Even the massive tech giants don't rely on just one model for everything. I mean, you might think a behemoth like Microsoft, with its massive partnership with OpenAI, would exclusively use OpenAI for every single task. But in practice, Microsoft actually evaluates and uses multiple AI models depending on the specific task at hand. They even use models like Anthropic's Claude, a direct competitor, for specific workloads, benchmarking, and safety research. If the absolute biggest players are diversifying, we definitely need to pay attention. Okay, let's dive into this. Section 1. The single AI myth. Why one size fits none. So that one-size-fits-all approach, it actually increases vendor risk and limits what your enterprise can really achieve. When large companies build an AI roster, the core reasons are pretty clear. Different models just excel at different tasks. Performance varies wildly depending on whether you're coding, reasoning, or trying to analyze massive documents. And then there's the operational side of things. Cost, speed, latency, and privacy. They all differ from model to model. Building a multi-AI roster also fulfills really specific customer requirements and lets you continuously benchmark new tech as it rapidly evolves. Section 2. Meet the AI specialists. Drafting your dream team. First up, we have ChatGPT from OpenAI. You can consider this the versatile brain of the whole operation. It's your ultimate generalist and reasoning engine. When you need some heavy lifting done for daily business productivity, general writing, or just broad reasoning tasks, this is for sure the first specialist you call off the bench. Next, we bring in Claude from Anthropic. Claude is the deep analyst. Think of this as your meticulous researcher. When you're staring down a massive, totally overwhelming document or trying to navigate highly complex policy reviews that require super careful, precise writing and deep enterprise knowledge, honestly, Claude is unmatched. Then we have Gemini by Google, the Workspace Navigator. Gemini's absolute superpower is its strong integration right into the Google Workspace. It's this brilliant multimodal expert that really thrives when you need to seamlessly navigate search-related workflows and manage tasks across different types of media right within that ecosystem. Now let's look at our embedded insiders, Microsoft Copilot and GitHub Copilot. These two are designed to flawlessly manipulate your environment from the inside out. Microsoft Copilot is your absolute master from Microsoft 365, handling your Outlook, Word, Excel, and Teams. Meanwhile, GitHub Copilot is the specialized, ultimate AI coding assistant built strictly to empower developers. Rounding out our elite roster, we have Perplexity AI and Grok. Perplexity is the researcher. It is absolutely brilliant at hunting down web citations and ensuring your source discovery is totally accurate. Grok, on the other hand, is the pulse. It tracks real-time social trends and handles incredibly current conversational interactions based on what is literally happening right now. And this brilliantly illustrates our next point. Section 3. Real-world AI teamwork. The crossover events. Having these specialists is great, right? But watching them execute complex heists together, that is where the magic happens. Just imagine a high-stakes scenario where a legal team is staring down a grueling 500-page contract. They deploy Claude, their deep analyst, to conduct a meticulous review. Once that massive analysis is done, they literally tag in ChatGPT to take those findings and draft crisp, highly polished executive summaries for the leadership team. It's just a perfect tag team. Here's another awesome crossover event, this time over in the developer world. Software developers can deploy their embedded insider, GitHub Copilot, to rapidly generate baseline code. But, when they hit a tricky architectural roadblock or some confusing error, they just switch over to ChatGPT's reasoning engine to explain the architecture and troubleshoot those really complex bugs. And for our analysts out there, picture this. A researcher uses Perplexity AI to meticulously hunt down current web sources and pull proper citations. Once all that intel is gathered up, they hand that raw data straight over to ChatGPT to synthesize all those findings and actually build out the final presentation. It's incredibly efficient. So the crucial point is how we actually do this. Section 4, Blueprint for AI Purchasing, Assembling Your Crew. To turn this cinematic teamwork into a practical procurement strategy, just follow this 5-step blueprint. Step 1, rigidly identify your primary use case. Step 2, thoroughly evaluate your security and compliance requirements. Step 3, weigh the literal cost against the expected productivity gains. Step 4, you always want to test with a pilot group first. And step 5, which is perhaps the most important takeaway today, do not be afraid to purchase more than one AI platform if your different teams have wildly different needs. Let's move to our final piece and see how this builds. Section 5, AI combinations by role. Tactical deployment screen. This is exactly how we map these distinct capabilities to the departments running your company. For executives and IT operations, combining Microsoft Copilot with ChatGPT gives you this unparalleled enterprise data access along with deep reasoning. Software developers, they thrive with GitHub Copilot and ChatGPT. Legal and compliance, they're going to rely on Claude for the heavy text. Researchers pair Perplexity AI for sourcing with ChatGPT for synthesis, and marketing utilizes ChatGPT right alongside Gemini's multimodal capabilities. See, it is entirely role-dependent. The source material leaves us with this really fantastic guiding principle. The most effective strategy is to match the AI tool to the business problem. Just as companies use different software for CRM and ERP, and honestly, that perfectly encapsulates our entire explainer today. Treating AI as a multi-tool strategy, rather than hunting for a single magic bullet, is absolutely the key to maximizing cost efficiency, ensuring high quality, and driving real, tangible productivity. And that brings us to the end of our explainer. But I do have a final question for you. The AI ecosystem is constantly expanding, so who will you draft to your team next? I challenge you to look at your own daily workflows today, spot the bottlenecks, and figure out exactly which digital specialist you need to hire next to build your ultimate dream team. Thanks so much for joining me on this deep dive. Keep exploring and keep learning.